Law 1: never outshine the master. Always make those above you feel stronger, not smaller. If you try too hard to show your talent, they may admire you, but they may also fear you. Fear creates resistance. Let them believe they are the brightest person in the room, and they will gladly keep you close. For example, if your boss presents your idea as his own, do not fight for credit immediately. Earn influence first. Power grows through patience, not pride. Law 2: trust friends carefully. Learn to use enemies. Friends often become jealous because they know your strengths and weaknesses. A former enemy, however, usually works harder to prove loyalty because they have something to gain. For example, a rival who joins your team may work twice as hard to earn your trust, while an old friend may expect favors without effort. Judge people by actions, not history. Law 3: conceal your intentions. Never reveal your full plan. When people cannot predict your next move, they cannot stop it. Keep them guessing until your goal is already within reach. For example, if you are preparing for a promotion, quietly build new skills instead of announcing your ambitions. Silent preparation is harder to defeat than loud promises. Law 4: always say less than necessary. The more you speak, the more chances you give others to find your weaknesses. Few words create mystery. Mystery creates authority. For example, during a negotiation, answer clearly but briefly. Let silence make others reveal more than they intended. Law 5: guard your reputation like your life. Reputation is invisible power. People often judge you before you speak. Protect your name, because once trust is broken, every future victory becomes harder. For example, if someone spreads false rumors, respond with consistent actions, not emotional outbursts. A strong reputation defeats many attacks without words. Law 6: court attention at all costs. People notice what stands out. If no one sees you, your talent has little value. Be memorable through confidence, presence, or mystery. For example, in a crowded workplace, become the person known for solving difficult problems. Attention follows value. Law 7: let others work, but own the result. Use the knowledge and skills of others to move your goals forward. A wise leader builds with many hands while keeping the vision clear. For example, successful entrepreneurs rely on experts for design, marketing, and finance while focusing on the final direction. Law 8: make others come to you. Control belongs to the person who sets the terms. Instead of chasing people, create opportunities that attract. For example, offer something valuable that makes competitors seek your partnership, instead of forcing yourself into theirs. Law 9: win through actions, never arguments. Arguments rarely change minds. Results do. Quiet success is more convincing than loud debates. For example, instead of proving your ability with endless explanations, complete the project better than anyone expected. Achievement ends debates. Law 10: avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Emotions spread from one person to another. Constant negativity drains focus, confidence, and ambition. For example, spending every day with people who only complain can slowly make you think the same way. Stay close to those who build, not those who blame. Law 11: make yourself needed. The more valuable you become, the harder you are to replace. True freedom comes from being useful. For example, become the only person who understands an important system or solves a difficult problem. Your value becomes your protection. Law 12: use selective honesty and generosity. A sincere act at the right moment builds trust faster than endless promises. Once people trust you, they lower their guard. For example, helping someone without expecting an immediate reward creates goodwill. Later, that trust often opens doors that force never could. Power is rarely won through force alone. It belongs to those who understand people, control themselves, and think several moves ahead. Those who master strategy shape events, instead of simply reacting to them. Law 13: appeal to self-interest, not gratitude. When asking for help, focus on what the other person gains, not what you have done for them before. People naturally act when they see a clear benefit for themselves. For example, instead of saying, "I helped you before," explain how working with you will help them earn more, grow faster, or solve a problem. Self-interest is often stronger than gratitude. Law 14, act like a friend. Observe like a spy. Information is power. Listen more than you speak. Ask thoughtful questions, and people will often reveal their goals, fears, and weaknesses without realizing it. For example, during a casual conversation, let others do most of the talking. The more they share, the clearer your next move becomes. Law 15, leave no threat behind. A weakened enemy can recover and seek revenge. If you must defeat an opponent, remove their ability to strike back. Half-finished victories often create future battles. For example, in business, don't just win one deal. Build stronger relationships and improve your position so competitors cannot easily return. Law 16, use absence to increase value. Constant presence makes people take you for granted. Strategic absence creates curiosity, respect, and demand. For example, if you always make yourself available, your time loses value. Step back occasionally, and people begin to appreciate your presence more. Law 17, stay unpredictable. People feel comfortable when they can predict your behavior. Break that pattern. A little unpredictability keeps others alert and makes your next move difficult to read. For example, if everyone expects you to react immediately, remain calm and answer later. Your silence creates uncertainty and shifts control. Law 18, never isolate yourself. Isolation may feel safe, but it weakens your awareness. Stay connected with people, build alliances, and keep information flowing. For example, leaders who regularly meet different groups hear valuable insights long before problems become obvious. Law 19, know who you are dealing with. Not everyone responds the same way. Some forgive easily, while others never forget an insult. Study people's character before making bold moves. For example, a small public embarrassment may be ignored by one person, but become a lifelong grudge for another. Choose your actions wisely. Law 20, stay independent. Avoid becoming completely loyal to one side. Independence gives you freedom to make better decisions and keeps others seeking your support. For example, if two powerful groups compete for your skills, staying neutral often gives you greater influence than choosing one too early. Law 21, appear less clever than you are. People enjoy feeling intelligent. If they believe they are smarter than you, they lower their guard and reveal more than they intended. For example, let someone explain an idea they think you do not understand. While they feel confident, you quietly learn their strategy. Law 22, turn surrender into strength. When you are clearly weaker, do not waste energy fighting a battle you cannot win. Step back, recover, and wait for the right moment. For example, if a stronger competitor dominates the market, avoid direct conflict. Improve your product, strengthen your resources, and return when the odds favor you. Power is not always about force. It belongs to those who understand timing, human nature, and the patience to win the game before others even realize it has begun. Law 23, concentrate your strength. Do not waste your energy chasing too many goals. Focus on the opportunity that offers the greatest return. Then invest your full effort there. For example, instead of managing 5 weak projects, build one powerful business. Deep focus creates results that scattered effort never can. Law 24, master the art of influence. Success often depends on knowing how to deal with people. Show respect to those above you. Remain graceful under pressure, and influence others without forcing them. For example, in a meeting, let others feel respected before presenting your own ideas. People accept influence more easily when their pride remains untouched. Law 25, reinvent yourself. Never let others define who you are. Create the image you want the world to see. People remember those who shape their own identity. For example, if everyone knows you as quiet and ordinary, develop a new skill, improve your confidence, and become known for leadership instead. Law 26, protect your reputation. A powerful person appears calm, disciplined, and responsible. Avoid being linked to unnecessary mistakes or conflicts. Let your actions reflect professionalism and self-control. For example, if a team project fails because of poor planning, avoid emotional blame. Stay focused on solutions while protecting your credibility. Law 27, Give people something to believe in. People naturally seek purpose and hope. Leaders inspire others by offering a vision that feels bigger than everyday life. For example, successful companies often grow because people believe in their mission, not just their products. Law 28. Act with boldness. Hesitation weakens confidence. When you have made a decision, move with commitment. Confidence attracts support, while doubt invites resistance. For example, during an interview or presentation, speak with certainty, instead of constantly apologizing or second-guessing yourself. Law 29. Plan until the end. Do not think only about the first step. Imagine every stage, every obstacle, and every possible outcome before taking action. For example, if you start a business, plan beyond the launch. Think about growth, competition, customer loyalty, and long-term stability. Law 30. Make success look effortless. Great performers rarely reveal the years of practice behind their success. Quiet preparation creates the illusion of natural talent. For example, a skilled speaker may appear relaxed on stage, even after spending days preparing every detail. Law 31. Control the choices. The strongest position is creating options that all benefit you. When people believe they are choosing freely, they rarely notice the limits you design. For example, instead of asking, "Do you want to work with me?" offer two different plans. Either choice still moves the conversation in your favor. Law 32. Speak to people's dreams. Facts alone rarely inspire. People are drawn to hope, possibility, and a vision of a better future. For example, successful leaders do not simply describe problems. They paint a picture of what life could become if people follow their direction. Law 33. Understand what drives people. Everyone has hidden motivations, fears, or desires. The more you understand them, the better you can predict decisions and build influence. For example, one person may value money, while another values recognition. Knowing the difference changes how you communicate with each of them. Law 34. Carry yourself with quiet confidence. People often respond to the image you present. Stand tall, remain calm, and respect yourself first. Confidence encourages others to treat you with respect. For example, enter every room with steady posture, controlled speech, and calm eye contact. Quiet confidence often speaks louder than loud words. Power does not belong to the loudest voice. It belongs to the person who stays focused, plans ahead, understands human nature, and moves with calm confidence, while others react with emotion. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Power belongs to those who know when to wait and when to act. Rushing reveals impatience, while patience shows confidence. Study the moment, then strike only when the odds favor you. For example, if a business opportunity is not ready, prepare quietly instead of forcing it. When the right moment arrives, move with speed and certainty. Law 36. Ignore what you cannot control. Some battles are not worth fighting. The more attention you give a small problem or an unimportant enemy, the more power you give it. For example, if someone spreads minor criticism online, constant replies only increase its reach. Calm silence often weakens what arguments strengthen. Law 37. Create memorable impressions. People remember powerful images more than long explanations. A strong presentation, confident appearance, or symbolic action leaves a lasting impact. For example, a leader who delivers one unforgettable message with confidence is remembered longer than someone who speaks for an hour without purpose. Law 38. Think independently. Blend in wisely. You are free to think differently, but you do not need to announce every opinion. Blend in when necessary, and reveal your unique ideas only where they will be valued. For example, in a new workplace, understand the culture first. Earn trust before introducing major changes. Law 39. Stay calm while others lose control. Emotion clouds judgment. If you remain calm while others become angry, you gain a clear advantage. For example, during a heated negotiation, let the other side react emotionally while you stay patient. Calm decisions usually defeat emotional ones. Law 40. Respect the value of what you earn. Free offers often come with hidden expectations. Paying a fair price gives you independence, and keeps you free from unnecessary obligations. For example, investing in quality tools or education may cost more today, but it often saves far greater costs in the future. Law 41, build your own legacy. Following a great predecessor is difficult because comparisons never end. Instead of copying them, create your own path and your own identity. For example, if you inherit a family business, introduce your own strengths, instead of trying to become an exact copy of the previous leader. Law 42, solve problems at the source. Many conflicts begin with one influential person. Address the real cause, instead of chasing every small symptom. For example, if one team member constantly creates division, resolving that issue can restore harmony across the entire group. Law 43, win hearts before you win minds. People follow those who understand their emotions, hopes, and fears. Logic may convince them, but emotional connection earns lasting loyalty. For example, a great leader inspires people by showing that he understands their struggles before asking them to follow his vision. Law 44, use the mirror effect. People often become uncomfortable when they see their own behavior reflected back at them. Mirroring can reveal truth without direct confrontation. For example, if someone constantly interrupts you, calmly mirror their behavior once. They may recognize the habit without a single lecture. Law 45, change slowly, not suddenly. Most people accept improvement, but they resist rapid change. Introduce new ideas step by step, so they feel like natural progress rather than a complete revolution. For example, when leading a new team, keep what already works and improve one process at a time. Gradual change earns trust more easily than sudden disruption. Power is not gained by rushing, arguing, or forcing people. It grows through patience, emotional control, wise timing, and the ability to guide change without creating unnecessary resistance. Law 46, never appear too perfect. Perfection often creates envy. When people believe you have no flaws, they may admire you in public but resent you in private. Show confidence, but remain human. For example, admitting a small mistake or laughing at yourself makes you more approachable. People trust those who feel real, not untouchable. Law 47, know when to stop. Victory can become dangerous when pride takes control. Many people lose everything because they keep pushing after they have already won. Success requires discipline, not endless ambition. For example, after winning an important negotiation, avoid demanding more than necessary. Walking away at the right moment protects both your success and your reputation. Law 48, stay adaptable. The world constantly changes. Those who cling to one plan or one identity become easy to predict. True strength comes from flexibility. For example, if a business strategy stops working, do not defend it out of pride. Adapt to new conditions, improve your approach, and keep moving forward. Like water, strength comes from the ability to change without losing your purpose. These final laws reveal a simple truth. Power is not built through force alone. It comes from self-control, patience, flexibility, and understanding human nature. The strongest person is rarely the loudest. It is the one who knows when to act, when to wait, when to adapt, and when to walk away. Those who master themselves can influence the world without constantly fighting against it. If these lessons change the way you think, like this video, subscribe for more timeless strategies, share it with someone who values wisdom over emotion, and leave a comment telling us which law was the most powerful and why.